Alright, so go ahead and plug your quadcopter in, and now we're going to set it up through the computer. You want to go through Google Chrome, go to Apps, and select the BetaFlight configurator. You may get an error message saying you're using an old version. That's okay. Click close and skip the error. On the top right corner, you'll see a drop-down box. You can select between a COM port and manual selection. You want to select COM with a number next to it. It's different for each computer. And click connect. You're going to go down to ports, and we're going to select UART1 and change that to Serial RX. Save and reboot. Anytime you make a change in BetaFlight, you must save and reboot. The next step is go to configuration, and we're going to scroll down. Receiver should be serial based receiver, and serial receiver provider should be SBus. Go ahead and save and reboot. The next step is to set your modes. ARM should be set on auxiliary 1, and that should be all the way to the right, so you'll do that. Change it from auto to aux 1, and you can move this slider around. Angle mode, that's your auto level mode. You're going to set that on auxiliary 2. It should be all the way to the left. That's the top position of the switch. And horizon is another mode you can choose not to use, or you may use it. It should also be auxiliary 2, and the slider should be in the center. This is a mixture of auto level and acro. If you go full stick, you can do flips, but it will level itself back out. And go ahead and save this. The next step is to check your motor direction. Make sure your props are off before you do this. Click the little box, and we're going to calibrate the motors. The first step is to take the master and push that slider all the way to the top. Then you'll plug your battery in and you'll hear a series of beeps. And after the beeps are finished, you can slide it to the bottom. Okay, calibration is complete. We're going to test our motor direction. Motor 1 is your right rear. You can just use the arrow key to pull that slider up. It should be spinning clockwise as it does. Motor 2 is the front right. It should be spinning counterclockwise. Okay, you will likely have to change this, and I'll show you in just a moment how to do that. With the way the build is designed, 2 and 3 will have to be reversed. Motor 3 should be spinning counterclockwise. Okay, this one has already been reversed. And motor 4, your front left, should be spinning clockwise. Okay, so everything's the way it should be. Now we're going to go to the receiver tab, and you want to make sure that your channel map is selected as AETR 1234. Okay, so we're finished with the BetaFlight configurator for now. Go back to Chrome, and you can select the BetaHoller configurator from Apps. This is how you select your reversing of your speed controllers. Okay, so same thing as before, COM3, connect. Your battery should be plugged in to allow it to read the setup. Go ahead and select read setup. Okay, so here we have the information on our speed controllers. As I said, 2 and 3 need to be reversed. So you have a drop-down menu. When you first go in, it should say normal. You can change that to reversed on number 2 and number 3. And then you can write setup. And that's going to save your settings. So after that goes back to purple, you can disconnect. You can go back to the BetaFlight configurator and connect motors. Select that box, and now we can test our motors, and everything should be spinning in the correct direction. Okay, so that is counterclockwise, that's correct, and 3 is also counterclockwise. So that's everything. We are now finished and ready to fly.